It's a weight thing.
Yeah, so they sent those. I mentioned it in my video. They sent those along to Orlando Hamcation. We're talking about the HF10 antenna from Radiodity. They kind of dropped quietly last week,
And it's
and they
cool
sent
as hell, but
the little pillow thing that you're supposed to fill with sand as a weight to keep the tripod down to keep the antenna from falling over. And I
water.
could have
They said
sworn
water.
they were hemorrhoid cushions. Yeah, water. Sand would be a little bit easier, maybe. I don't know, but yeah. So they I didn't know about the HF10. I didn't know that that came with it. You know, I hadn't received the review unit yet, and I'm like, what did they send these for? Because if I
Oh,
would have known, I would have put it over a tripod, which they also didn't send.
right. I thought it, and I didn't get to finish my video yet, but I still think it's a cool setup. I can't wait to get it plugged in.
Oh, it's
And
an awesome antenna. It's
I,
like
I think
just
this,
exactly what you need for a new ham.
well, I think the setup on it is cool too, because the tripod, like I did that video on the Gable tripod, and the
Yeah.
Gable is cool. The fiberglass mast, which or antenna, which you'd already done a video on, of course,
Mm-hmm.
and the
course.
tripod, and that's like $300. Actually, a little more than 300 for those two things. And it doesn't want to stand up straight in the breeze, because the day I
Right.
was working on it, it was, I mean, I had 5-6 mile an hour wind, and it was very tippy. But I think the way that the Radiodity setup is with that ground spike that fastens to the bottom side of the tripod
Yep.
is freaking genius. And then the hemorrhoid cushion, if you're not allowed to jam stuff in the dirt, you can use that. But
Yeah. So the
that's
feedback that I
cool.
got, you'll probably get this too. They want to know the 80 meter setup for this is no ground radials. How is
Hmm.
a vertical antenna going to work with no ground radials? Counterpoise is the coax, or
I'm not smart enough to argue the point. They made the
so I'll
antenna.
try it one way or the other. I mean, I'm RF going to RF. We'll figure it out, but
Yeah,
you know, it's interesting.
I don't know. I mean, you can receive 80 meters on things that aren't even designed to receive 80 meters, and
Yes.
I don't know that I've ever I've done some FT8 on 80 meters. That's about it. I've never spoken
That's
on
about
80
it.
meters.
Well, it's good for like local nets inside of your state.
Yeah. I take that back. I
So
think Joe Brett and I did 80 meters one time, and I think I did 80 meters with Don. Not Don, not Grumpy Don. Don from Alabama. Don, I can't think of his last name. KK4QAM Don.
oh, okay. Yeah. Don. Yeah.
I can
No. I was going to say
cannot
Don
remember.
Adams, but
No,
I
I
need
don't
to be
think so.
smarter. I need to get smart.
But
Isn't that who Don Adams
I
is?
think we did. We managed to squeeze through an 80 meter contact. No, I don't know who Don Adams is.
I think he's the actor that did Get Smart. But that was a show technically before my time.
It,
Would you believe?
it might be. I don't.
Yeah.
I'm trying to picture it because I watched the show. I mean, he had a shoe
With
phone.
the shoe telephone thing.
Yeah.
So anyway, while Jim's pondering whether I'm right about Don Adams or I'm completely wrong about Don Adams, welcome to the show. If you haven't been here before, we kind of know a little tiny bit about what we're doing, but usually not about the subject of the show. We're going to ham along together. We're going to figure things out together. This is episode 2 of us trying to contact the 3Y0K, maybe 3YOK, but not the letter O. Okay. The expedition. And last week we realized that we had completely forgotten how to use Fox and Hound mode from the last time that we tried to do this. And we actually did a successful Fox and Hound show a couple of years ago, but we just, you don't do it every day. It's a perishable skill. It kind of disappears. It's like washing dishes. You forget how to do it after a while, or riding a bike. You forget how to do it after a while.
Yeah.
So, yep. 4-5 Autos got it. So we're going to try that again. In the meantime, we're going to ramble and go down rabbit holes and talk about squirrels and all kinds of things. And that's why we were talking about the HF antenna.
Squirrel.
Jim got his in the mail. I got mine. And this is actually an antenna adapter, SO239 to 3/824 male. This is not what you thought it was when I first held it up.
Yeah. But I mean, if it is, we're not judging, buddy.
Yeah, I mean, you do it. You do, as Jim and I say all the time, you do not need our approval to do whatever it is you want to do. Yeah.
So they
John
are
is
also,
correct.
that is also not available at this time. They've
No,
got an
it used to be
early
a
bird
bundle.
special.
Yeah. Now they're giving
But-
you a $30 gift card
Yeah,
instead.
of the metal dingus.
But that's
and-
okay.
I think it's a cool adapter because it's like, well, shoot, you could easily replace your 2-meter antenna.
Yep. Rip it off your truck and get to work.
Put that thing on it and then raise the HF10 on it. Pretty cool.
Yep, you can put the HF10 on it, or you can get a 3/8 24 coupler and use any like the 17-foot whip or anything from all the other 17-foot whip manufacturers out there. Because for some reason, that antenna that they built, the HF09 and the HF10, are all 3/8 24 female on the bottom instead of male like every other antenna in the world is.
Yeah, but half of you's probably got a coupler already.
Yeah.
And Bob's your uncle. And if I was going to put an HF antenna on my truck, honestly, I would probably use that Gable 17-foot carbon fiber.
Oh, yeah.
Because it weighs nothing.
Disconnect my antenna.
Obviously, it's not going to get boinked over when it's fastened to the truck.
Now, here's the interesting thing. It is very smart to disconnect your antenna in a lightning/thunderstorm. I heard the thunder. I did not see the lightning. But just doing this, by the way, I mean, I'm holding the bare end of my coax in my hand. All that's going to do is shoot massive amounts of voltage into my room and hit me in the back. So y'all are in for an electrifying treat tonight.
Can I have your stuff? I mean,
yes.
If you don't, you're going to be, not with us.
And all of the problems that comes with it.
No, I don't. No, I'm not taking responsibility for her. I'm not.
Right. And the 36-foot travel trailer and all that other
Forgive me,
jazz.
Christine. I didn't mean that the way it sounded, but
Well, luckily she's not in earshot yet. They have a compact 17-foot. How do you compact a 17-foot?
I think that's
it's still 17 foot. I have to look that one up. Mr. Don. All right, Mr. Jim, you want to share out your screen while I look up the res antenna thing?
Yeah.
And then we'll actually start the thing because PSK reporter said that you heard them.
See, I
oh wow,
but
yeah.
It also said I heard them on like a standard 20-meter frequency, and that would be
not true.
The survey has determined that is bullshit.
So I'm actually going to remove your screen real quick because I found the antenna that Don is talking about, and I need to get you all a link for it real quick because I have a DX Engineering affiliate program that will help me eat dinner in a month. So anyway, this is the 17 CSS compact telescopic whip. So what does it shrink down to? Collapsed length is 17.5 inches. And he's got it in comparison to a notebook and a pen. So twice the size of a pen.
Not my community service clothes, people. Just saying.
Maybe 3 times the size of a pen.
Well, that would work. And that has a male, right? 3/8 24 on the end of it.
Male stud. Yep. $75. That's not a bad price either. Yeah.
That's
Res
about
makes good stuff though.
That's about what that other whip. What is that whip? The Alpha one? I think it was about 80.
Alpha and Chameleon, their 17-foot whip is like $80 to $100, somewhere in that range.
Yeah, I was thinking around 80, but I don't remember now. I mean, I'm in love with carbon fiber. I like that Grable because the thing weighs nothing. Absolutely nothing. And I would love to get another one and then use that with Gendron's POTA array.
Now, John said he had some trouble with it, and I'm not sure if he just ran out of time. So it's an experiment that I want to do also.
Yeah. So we need to do a little setup.
Your screen.
Yeah, I'm by your command, my lord.
By your command.
So, did I see 3YOK fly through there? No. Okay, so I am not in Foxhound mode right now, and I can kind of cheat with the flex because I don't have to have everything hardwired in here. I can change the frequency over here, and WSJT-X respects it. If you're using a lot of most other radios, you're going to have to put the frequencies in WSJT-X so you can cat control your radio to change it. So Frank Bot or Steve Bot, if you could give me some frequencies, I will add them in because I have not added them into this machine.
The Fox and Hound frequencies?
Yeah, for 3YOK.
Sure. Let me pull up the band plan real quick. 3YOK.
Like I know 14090 is 20 meters.
20 meters. And last week we checked out VOACAP, the Voice of America propagation. I forget what the CAP stands for, but propagation detection system. It's supposed to tell you what your best chance of hitting them is. So if you want to see how we did that, that was last week. Here's the band plan finally. So you had 14090 for 20 meters. What's the next one you want?
Give me 40.
40 is 7090.
And you see, after you put one in, it remembers your settings, so you don't have to go back and retype all of that. And then I just put something in the description so I know what the hell it is. All right.
Yeah, and if you go to 3yok.com and scroll down far enough, you'll see that 30 meters is 10131. More thunder. I think this is the first time I've heard thunder in Arizona.
Okay, that ought to do us, I think.
No, I was in Flagstaff. So we've got 20, 30, and 40.
Yeah. And then I'm going to go settings, and I'm going to say advanced. And I'm going to go special operating activity, and I'm going to be a hound dog.
I'm a fox. I'm a hound dog.
I'm a hound dog.
And Ken brings up an interesting point. We talked about this on Ham Church on Sunday. This is not Ham Church. I think we might need a chyron that says this is not Ham Church. And they stay, the DXpedition Fox stays below 1,000. So you as a hound need to stay above 1,000. And that's in that waterfall window that Jim has on his lower screen. You can see he's about 2550.
Now, over here, you see with the ones we added. So there's 70, 90, and it's got my comment out to the side so I remember what this is in a week or two.
And when you forget, yeah.
Yeah. So we'll go to 14090, and that changed the radio over. So now we are in hound mode on the right frequency, and we put in 3Y0K and DX call. Bob's your uncle. I'm done. As far as I understand this. And what's going to happen now is if there actually was a call here and I see no traffic. Oh, here it comes. Never mind. We're starting to decode, or we're starting to see traffic. So
yeah,
I want to listen below 1,000, and I'm going to, I want to listen below 1,000 and set my transmitter above 1,000.
Someplace clean. Yep.
Yep.
Okay, so while you're doing that, we're just waiting for 3YOK to make a CQ call. I got some housekeeping here. We've got Rapid Net Trick has become a member. Thank you. And our buddy Boston Johnny with the $20 super chat. Thank you very much, my friend. And hope all is going well with the install of that radio in the car.
Don't you do it, John.
I'm waiting for pictures of the car too. I haven't gotten pictures of the car yet, John. You got to send me an email with those pictures in it. And so that would actually give away the reason why Jim doesn't want the car to be tainted with a ham radio install.
Yeah, I would not do it. I mean, even if I won the lottery, I mean, the car I would buy would be a 69 Daytona with the 442 Hemi, but I still wouldn't put a radio in that either.
Did you just read instructions? No.
Jeff,
who reads instructions?
No, old man. There were no instructions read.
That's usually step 3. Step 1 is to just try and figure it out and fail. Step 2 is to phone a friend. Step 3, step 3 isn't. Step 3 is to like curse and swear and be pissed off that they didn't do a better job making it. Step 4 might be to ask for instructions. Andy Callie, member for 62 months. Andy, you are a legend.
5 years. Andy, that's awesome, buddy.
Yeah, and that's only because YouTube did a cleansing a while back and Andy's record got reset because the channel's older than 5 years at this point.
Maybe so, thank you, Andy. Watch it more than 5 years ago.
Oh, he did. He watched it 5 seconds before I created my first video and uploaded it. That's how much of a legend Andy is. So if you guys want to support the show and you want to watch more numbskulls like Jim and I try things that nobody else is willing to try, then help support the channel by sending in a super chat or joining with the join button down below, or hit that like button or leave a comment. All that fun stuff.
I think this is a bust because that looks like regular traffic. That's all I'm seeing is regular. Let me clean this up.
Do you have your PSK reporter screen up? Is it easy to share? Or you want me to
it's
do it?
Shareable. I got to unshare,
Because we'll try Hayden's trick.
Share. I have Hayden's trick engaged.
Thank you,
on
Don.
Hamilton.
Member for 63 months, one more than Andy Cowley. That's saying something. My guess is that Jim going to need that tri-bander to make this call. Beware the Ides of March. They're coming up soon. A couple of days. Thank you,
And
Radio
two
Wayne,
boots.
Texas, member for 18 months.
All right. Do we want to let's crank that time
Yes.
down to an hour?
So this is signals received by you.
Yeah. Let's fix that.
So this is pskreporter.info, and you have to configure your WSJT-X software to upload to that, and I highly recommend that you do it. Thank you, Jonathan. Tell me if it's okay to share the picture out on stream. Otherwise, I'll just keep it between old friends.
So this theoretically is, let's see, that's 20. Well, see, okay. And again, I'm pretty sure these are BS. First of all, they're all around the same time, but they're at 14:07.5.
Yeah, 28 minutes ago. 14:07.5 would be wrong.
Yeah. And that's the problem. You know, WSJT-X tells the world what you put in for a grid square. And these all go back to Bouvet, but that's on the wrong frequency. So whatever.
Yeah, I mean, I can
knucklehead
fake
is
my grid
doing
square
this.
too.
Yeah. Yeah. Now these look legitimate.
I don't know,
Whoa, I
LC.
saw, hang on. Did I see
4 minutes, 3 minutes.
W1KAL in there? Yes, I did.
Ken, what are you doing?
Ken,
I accidentally
got it.
highlighted Ken's comment
that's legit.
right at the exact moment. So Ken was here, and what is that? That's 60 meters. I didn't give you the 60 meter frequency. You want that one?
No, it says 40.
That's 33 minutes ago. I was looking at the color.
Yeah, well, when I
40
highlight
is-
Ken's call, it says 7090.500,
Huh.
40 meters.
Maybe the coloring's off because the frequency's off. Johnny says he's a ham. Everything's public. All right, let me see if I can find these pictures.
So those look like legitimate 40 meter calls.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm going to bop over to 40 meters.
Oh, yep. More than one. Way to go, Johnny. Let me save these down so I can share them out. I like that last one. All right, Jim. You got to tell me which one of these three cars is not allowed to have a ham radio in it.
I'm afraid to see
Soon
this.
as, yeah. And I got to do weird things to do this. So hang on one second. All right. Now I can go back. It is not easy to share a screen. All right. So there's the first one. Is it legal to install a ham radio in this vehicle? What say you, chat? And that might be her vehicle.
I was going to say, if
Doubles
that's
the
Mrs.
stakes.
If that's Mrs. Johnny, A, you kicked out of your coverage, old man. And B, there's no way I would put a radio anywhere near Mrs. John's car. No.
Right.
It seems
All right. So this
not good.
is the next car. This is an older model. This is the old V8 with the weird headlights, man. Those things, they always got me. That's a good looking specimen also. You got a good deal on that one. Can we ham radio this car?
We're still looking
Can't
at the
even see
same picture.
Because it opened a new tab, even though I drug it into the old tab. I tried really hard not to have that happen. There you go.
Can you plus that up? I don't know those cars that well. I mean, it's pretty.
It's pretty snowy. That's sin number one. Look at how
He
wide the
lives in
back tires
Boston,
are.
so yeah.
Yeah. So can we
Jesus
ham
Christ.
radioify this car, the 928?
No.
No.
I'm not putting a ham radio in any Porsche. Okay, it's just not going to happen. I told you I wouldn't put it in a '69 Dodge.
All right, so this is the last one. Can we ham radioify this car?
Oh, sweet
That's
Jesus,
like a showroom
no.
photo.
Okay,
I've actually driven one of these.
you can
Be
do
careful
it to
with
the
the clutch.
black one if you want to, but I wouldn't do it with that one.
Second car is for CB. Nice, the old 928.
That's a sweet looking ride.
We can do a pretty stealth install, especially with Smart Ben's new slot antenna sitting on the dashboard. Let me see if I can find that. That came out in a video recently.
All right, I've switched over to 40 meters, and I haven't seen them call yet. I see people calling them.
Oh, he doesn't have it for sale yet. He's just got the plans for sale. He's got this flat plate antenna that you can build out of some metal.
Yeah, I think I saw part of his video the other day. I didn't watch all of it.
There you go. Need a 102-inch whip for the 11-meter to hear the reports for the cops. Hey, Johnny, if you want to do a cannonball, you let me know. I'll be your co-pilot. We'll have to swap drivers every so often. Us old men got to pee. Pull up in a Mini Cooper convertible, my wife's car, and I want to hamify it. Oh, you could do that. Is it the hard top or the soft top? I don't know if they have both of those.
John, thank you for the super chat.
Well, then you got to put it on the frunk, Troy.
What?
We're talking about the Porsche with the rear engine. Where are you going to put the antenna? Put it in on the front trunk, the frunk.
Okay, that's what I thought you said. I was trying to process what a frunk was.
Yeah. Well, electric trucks and Volkswagens and Porsches have frunks.
Yeah, okay.
See, we know some radio men. We could make that happen. Have you seen them yet?
See, that is just wrong, roaming base. I don't even like Corvettes. I think they're junk, but I still wouldn't do that.
Oh, I like the Corvair Corsa.
I don't see them. Because
all these people just have enabled transmit, and they're just sending out nonsense.
That's what they're doing. Yep, this one's
I've never used FT8 before. I don't know what I'm doing. Let me just enable transmit. Hope for the best.
That's
the Mustang EV is wrong on all kinds of levels. And you got two people with amplifiers, it looks like, also. Oh no, never mind. That's the band scope is too small. That's the entire 3 kilohertz blur.
How do you want it bigger?
No, I was just looking at the Flex radio screen. And you see the two big stripes? I thought those were two individual signals. That's 7074 and 7090.
Yes, hang on.
Fox and Hound has become carpet bombing, yes.
Yeah, pretty much.
Our friend Robert had a 65 Corvair Corsa. Nice. There's a Corvan down the street here. It's seen better days.
I fired up FT8, I don't know, about an hour and a half ago. I was about to mess with it. I was messing with it a little bit before the show. And I got a reply from Saudi Arabia. I have never had Saudi Arabia, but then he never answered me. And he came in at a -25.
Right at the wire.
Yeah, he was telling me -25, I think, right? Yeah. And I'm like, and I'm trying to get the amp turned on, and then he never answered back. And I'm like,
So our friend Aiden is asking, he says, I recently acquired a 6600. Do you recommend the PGXL, which is the amplifier, and the Tuner Genius, which is the tuner?
Yes. Yes, I do. Because they make using that
for you, Aiden.
So easy.
He can sell you his.
I could. So I don't know if you've ever messed with an amp, and I'm not an amp expert. Don, the grumpy Don,
Aiden's pretty smart. He might have.
I don't know. But hooking up the Flex tuner and Flex amp is just easy. You don't have to screw with any weird settings. Basically plug them into the network and they talk to each other, sing Kumbaya, and make radio. And, they're great products.
Let me share this tab out. since I'm in a
Yeah,
sharing
K5
mood tonight.
JRW, we're on 40 meters, but I haven't seen a 3YOK call. I see tens of knuckleheads sending, but I see no one actually. I'm not receiving him.
This is one of my more favorite DX spotter sites. This is DX Heat, dxheat.com/DXC. Because if you just go to dxheat.com, you'll get an intro as to what this is. If you go right to DXC, you'll get the actual useful information. And the best part about this is this little heat map, which kind of alludes to that VOACAP prediction site that we were talking about earlier. This is telling me that from North America, 40 meters is on fire right now. And a little bit of 10 meters to 40 meters is on fire to EU, and a little bit of 10 meters to South America, and a smattering of 20 and 17 to North America, and a little tiny bit to AF on 17 and 20. And I think AF is going to be probably where you'd find Bouvet. Is that right?
I don't know what AF,
AF would be
is.
Africa.
Africa. Well, it's either going to be South America or Africa, and I would go more with South America.
Okay, so no hope. Maybe 10 meters, but they're not on 10 meters. So then we look up here and we see all of these signs. So I want to go, the DE, the from, is North America. So only North American spots. And then I want to do Digi mode only. And so now we have only North Americans that believe that they've heard.
I see the second.
So they're
second
saying,
one.
Yep, 3YOK is on 80 meters. 3567 is their frequency. So see if you can program that in real quick, Jim, because I know we didn't do it before.
Yeah, I can add it in. Is that a valid frequency?
Yes, I just double checked. That's the right frequency.
Okay.
So now I can do 3Y0K as the filter.
What'd you say? 3567?
Double checking. 3567. Yep. And latest spots, they're all showing midnight 100 watts isn't enough. FT8, that's 160, and then they just switched over at the 0022 mark. 1 kilowatt FT8 Fox and Hound is what he needed to get through. And then 0023 is the most recent spot on 80 meters. So we're looking at 80 meters.
We can do that. Please stand by. Engaging turbos.
Engines to speed, turbines to power.
Roger, ready to move out.
So when you have this whole thing enabled, is it going to auto pounce on them, or do you have to hit the yellow button?
As far as I understand, it's going to auto pounce them.
Okay.
This is not really a good antenna for 80 meters, but we can beat it into submission.
Do you have to tune it up, or?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. We'll see how well this works. My understanding is you put that call in there, you put the call in there, then you do generate messages and you click DX call, and when they show up, I'll start transmitting. And I believe I saw it do that the other day. But you have to see somebody. And this is, and it's not their fault, so don't anybody get excited. But this is the problem with something like this. First of all, everybody, all the hand paper people want 3Y0K so they can complete their DXCC, and their spines will straighten, their bald spot will go away, and they won't need those blue pills anymore.
And there'll be a hit with the ladies.
And the ladies at the home will fall all over them.
Right.
So you have 1 million people trying to get this. You have hundreds of idiots who don't know how to use WSJT-X, clogging everything up. You have another triple handful of idiots who are just trying to screw it up. I mean,
Worldwide.
it's kind of a dumpster fire, honestly.
Yeah, I'm looking at the even side. Ken is saying watch the even responses. And so you can see like one half of the waterfall segment. Like right now your waterfall is now dark because no one is transmitting. And then everybody's trying to call the station that's not transmitting.
Yep. And see, I'm not picking them up at all. And see this again, and I mentioned this yesterday. This is not them. This is idiots calling them.
Yes.
And if your call sign's over here and you're watching the show,
can't work them.
Quit. Stop.
Shame. We're going to ring the bell and force you to walk naked.
Only we don't want to see that because we know what most hams look like naked. I mean, I have a mirror, I know. So yeah, I'm not picking them up.
So your Flex Radio has a built-in sound interface, which is why you're able to do. Actually, you have to install software on your PC to activate virtual sound interfaces, don't you?
Yeah. So it does. It installs like 8 receive interfaces and 2 transmit interfaces. And then on the
Don just says no out of the blue. Okay, Don.
On the cat control piece, you can either control the radio via an IP setup network, or you can use virtual serial, which is still a freaking network connection. So either way. But
so it's virtual audio over Ethernet. Essentially.
Yes.
Yeah. But if you have an older radio and it doesn't have a built-in sound card,
a DI board, yeah. Mm-hmm.
See how I queued that right up, Jim?
I do.
Look at that. I got right focus and everything. That looks pretty good on my screen. This is the Toads DI, and this lets you take right now. I mean, you can do it by yourself by using the pin headers that are on it and connecting up and building your daughter board, which is what we did at first. And then we made it easy for the people with the 6-pin radios. And I just picked up a 6-pin radio, the ICOM IC880H, which is a dual band D-Star rig. So I'll be able to do APRS and WinLink and packet radio on that because it's 2 meters, 70 centimeters, and it's FM only. But if it had sideband in it, why does nobody make a mobile sideband rig?
Jeff has a good point.
Besides the...
Oh, sorry. I thought you were done.
Besides the 706. Yeah, go ahead.
Jeff has a good point. Maybe they're hearing them, and I'm just not. And, I find that hard to believe, but I suppose it's possible since those are United States calls and we are far enough away from Bouvet that whether it's Alabama, Kansas, Wyoming, or New York, it's pretty much all the same direction from Bouvet. I mean, unless I'm right on a muff line or something, but you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I mean, he's not wrong, but I also don't know that it matters a whole lot at the distances because they're like, I don't remember, 10 or 12,000 kilometers from here. Some long number.
You should be able to see, I'm bringing up your screen again, you should be able to see them. So if you look at the messages side on the left-hand window, you see 3YOK and then the person calling them. You should see them calling CQ or them calling somebody. So it would be Jim's call sign, WT1W space 3Y0K, and then you know that 3Y0K is actually active. I haven't seen a single call sourced from 3Y0K in your screen.
Nope. And if there is one, it will
Don
highlight
always brings
red.
up this 10-pin, and Don, I always have the same adapter cable for you.
It will highlight in red over here. So if I changed my DX call to HK3X, who apparently hasn't gotten the memo, it would highlight his call.
You almost should send a message in TX6 to HK3X. I can't read that, and say, "Dude, you can't hear them because they're not there.
They're just not that into you, buddy."
Yeah. But you mean I have a chance still, right? Yeah, like 3 days from now, maybe.
Yeah. And I don't know what schedule. I haven't seen anything for a transmit schedule from them, so I don't
think
know.
they're publishing it. Are they on FT2?
So
no. Nobody likes FT2, John. Does Radio Oddity have a person I can interview? No, not really. there are three people at Radioddity that are really, really, really smart when it comes to like radio technology. One of them you probably don't want to talk to, and the other one doesn't speak English.
Frank said no published schedule.
Yeah.
Danny, I mean, FT2 has some potential. It certainly
radio.
has
I like
drama. It has drama. That's even, old men love drama, Danny. And good God Almighty, has FT2 got some drama.
It does.
You know what I'm saying?
I'd even call that drama.
Drama? It might be.
Drama you pay to see, like a Broadway show. I'd pay to see that.
When was the last time we saw Danny? We hadn't seen Danny in forever.
Danny, he's a fair weather Danny.
Huh.
Only
Okay.
comes around when something interests him. He's not like John, NJ4Z. John is a,
John's not even here.
John's here in spirit.
I hadn't seen him tonight.
And now Frank is saying that they're back on 40. The drama is that the person who alleges that they've created FT2 did not create it. And then prior to that, it was the source code wasn't released, which I was trying to give him some grace. Danny's busy. I don't want to hear it, Danny. I'm busy too. Oh, I can smell the rain. Dave's not here, man. John says he just heard them on 5.2. Nice. Every band is everybody calling 3YOK who isn't even listening.
As near as I can tell, yeah. I mean, I've seen 3YOK a handful of times, but mostly this is what I see. And I see people calling, these knuckleheads are calling below 1,000 right here. Or they're answering. I don't know.
Some people's kids, man.
See, look at these. These are all under 1,000. I got to wonder if Jeff's onto something.
So if you have an older radio and you want to get in on the FT8 fun or the other digital mode fun, then Frank's going to drop a link where you can pick up one of these Totes digital interfaces. There we go. Somebody's heard them. Somebody's calling CQ on the Fox and Hound frequency. That's not how any of this works.
Damn it.
Where's Frank going? Thank you, Darren. Darren sent me an email about the Alinco.
Now, what you're supposed to do, you can also double-click their call.
Yes.
So I'm calling them at 1,030 watts.
I will get to your email after the show, Darren. Thank you. Roaming Base says he still needs to learn, or she still needs to learn this FT8 thingy, because I don't know anybody with the first name of Roaming, so I can only assume on this end. Roaming, if you have any questions, I've done plenty of videos on how to FT8 with specific radios, which then also goes into all of the details. It's kind of a complete soup to nuts, like,
yeah,
I don't know what I'm doing, and here's your 0 to hero guide.
Excuse me.
But we can do a Q&A session coming up. What's the green CQ? That's another lid, isn't it?
Yeah. AD8HD. Mm-hmm.
So if you double click on the red 3YOK on the left window,
that engaged my transmit.
That's okay. So now you're trying to call them and they may pick you up and come back.
Yeah.
But you have now officially heard them at -19, which is not bad.
Yeah.
Andy is correct.
Nothing's happening.
Why aren't you using Grid Tracker? Would Grid Tracker help? I already know the grid that they're in.
Yeah.
They aren't moving. I am not moving.
Yep.
But yes, I mean, you could. How much power are you throwing at them?
1,000.
Nice. And you're running an antenna that can handle that, aren't you?
Yeah, DX Commander Classic.
DX Commander Classic.
Not a
2000 watt key
Rybakov
down.
clone leaning against a tree with 1,000 watts. No.
Melting iron. Grid Tracker does do a ton. I am not disagreeing with you guys, but number one, I don't use it, so I don't know a lot about it. And number two, I ain't chasing grids, so and number three, it is a busy interface.
It is a cool program, theoretically. I don't want to crap on somebody else's code. The interface is super busy. And at the end of the day, what Steve said, I just don't care that much. You know?
So the voice announce is good, but isn't that only going to be single band unless you run multiple slices on your Flex?
Yes. That's the only way I know it would work. And I don't know
says
if Grid
current
Tracker...
QRG.
Yeah, see, I'm still not seeing them anymore now. I don't know. I mean, maybe somebody else is hearing them and I'm not.
FrankBot had technical difficulties. Yeah, Jim, you don't have a chance on a quarter wave vertical compared to a 600-foot plus beverage.
No.
Don says, look at the traces below 500. What traces below 500?
Yeah, there's one at...
That's a joke, Don.
600 or so. There's something trying to be there, but... Oh, there's...
So George is asking if you're using split, none, or fake it.
Fake it. If you're doing this, you need to use fake it or rig. Yes. And if you
this
actually...
is probably wise, Tin Whisker. That's what I've done.
What's that?
He's given up on trying to work them. I said that's pretty wise. That's what I've done. I've given up on trying to work them.
Yeah, Now, one thing I do want to show you, and I mentioned this the other day. Let me fire.
There's somebody we haven't seen in a while. Welcome back.
Who is that?
I believe that's our friend Stevie.
So you can also do this if you have something set up in Ham Alert. Oops. And I need to unshare that a moment.
This is the doctor's report. I'll take your word for it. I mean, I haven't had that experience.
God damn it. Oops,
it's Windows 11, man.
Well, I've got two. Never mind. It was wrong mouse. Okay. If you tell
So Jim and I determined... Go ahead, Jim. I was going to say, Jim and I determined that the antenna that you have on PSK Reporter might not be the antenna that you're using.
Yeah. So if you telnet to hamalert.org on port 7300,
oh, cool.
And then you log in.
Their own DX cluster.
And then you put in your password, which they do not mask.
Because it's telnet. Telnet's not encrypted.
And then it says, hello, WT1W, this is Ham Alert. And I've got to scroll it off the screen because it's 1974.
Trevor, welcome.
So now what this will do is any of my Ham Alerts that come up will start rolling on the screen. And that depends on, of course, what you have in Ham Alert. So let's see. All right, let's get out of that for the moment. Stop screen. Ham Alert. Wrong keyboard. Ham Alert. wax on. And then let's share that. So
I'll take that blame.
These are my current ham alerts. And this one is the trick we were talking about yesterday, and it was Hayden mentioned it on his video.
So this will send you an alert if you personally have spotted that you have heard that station. So leave your station on, have it sending data to PSK Reporter on everything that it hears, and then PSK Reporter will send it to the DX cluster. Ham Alert will get it and go, oh, Jim has heard them, send a message to Jim via Telnet, and then Jim will have knowledge that he can hear them. You can also have it send you like a text message on your cell phone. So if you're in a different room or you're doing something, you can, like if you're driving down the interstate, you can pull off on a rest stop, remote control your radio station and try and work them because your station's currently hearing them when you see this alert.
Right. So I could add it in app. I think Threema is an SMS service, and you could also use the URL, but Telnet works for, Telnet is just, you don't even have to really write a program, just Telnet to the damn thing. App will do a push notification to your cell phone. And the other thing, and I have Telnet on 3YOK because when they supposedly went live the other night, my phone blew up half the night.
Oh, yeah. That is
the
a
other
problem.
thing, yeah. The other thing, and they're 7 hours ahead of me, right? So they'd be 8 or 9 hours ahead of Sparky in Arizona. So, it's going to be the middle of the night. They're, past breakfast in the morning, and it's still dark 30 here.
Yeah.
The other thing that Ham Alert will give you grief about, and you can see I triggered it, I'm looking for FT8 or FT4 from Antarctica and wherever the hell 024 is, which might be Bouvet. Yes.
Yep.
And
that's why you got more than 10,000 spots.
yeah, it said, dude, you're killing me. You're killing me, Smalls. So be aware of that if you're using Ham Alert, because it won't tell you when you set this up that it could be a problem, but it will disable it if it is a problem.
Hey, Paul. So Atlas's emotional support human has said, too bad you can't do that more local. You can run the DX cluster telnet server stack on your own Linux computer. And by Linux computer, it doesn't take much. Raspberry Pi 0, not a 02. It's just a little, daemon that runs in the background.
Yeah, I'm still not seeing them come in at all. I have not seen any more calls from them except that one, and I would bet that that's a knucklehead. Or I'm just not hearing them.
I think the phrasing, they're talking about the ambiguous trigger alert that we just talked about. I think the phrasing might be bad on that. Basically, it's saying you've gotten so many spots that we're refusing to send you an alert because it cost us too much money to do it.
Yeah,
yeah. I think they just believe it's a false positive at that point.
Well,
yes, I said demon.
You're getting so many hits that they just don't, tighten it down. Maybe don't look for all of Antarctica and Bouvet.
Well, I used to have Josh in the in my Ham Alert. And what would happen is Josh does his live stream on Saturday and he FT8s in the after chat. And it's like for the next 2 hours, I'm getting alerts that Josh is online. Thanks, Josh.
Right. And LC, this is what I think is going on. I concur with your opinion on that. Is it, hell, I don't know. They might be getting pounded by the weather and they're all huddled down in their tents praying for Jesus at this point. I don't know. Or they may be on the boat because they can't, being on the island's untenable. I don't know.
And Ronnie is absolutely correct. You could echo all these spots out locally on the packet cluster, and you could use the Toads DI from temporarylyoffline.com to do it.
Bring back 1990, Ronnie. It's gold, son.
We could all be listening on 2 meters for the DX cluster over AX25 packet radio while working HF. That would be awesome.
Yeah, Doc, I haven't seen anything else. I see a knucklehead or two under 1,000 transmitting over and over, but let's see.
Paul, the world has made better idiots. That's how you can get 10,000 hits, more than 10,000 hits in 60 minutes.
Yeah.
And Garth is saying, source to just PSK Reporter and Hamler. Thank you, Garth, for the members only super chat.
Yeah, we can do that. Let's see. Oh, I'm not sharing that anymore, am I? I don't remember.
No.
Oh, we can.
NB3A got them 2 minutes ago. Let me see.
Then you can add a condition. So I can say, I don't know how you add it to just PSK Reporter. You can do the thing Steve said, spotter continent, and then change that to North America. So now I won't get
on North American continent.
Yeah. So someone up here has to see it. But I don't see any way to source.
Ronnie's saying on his digital VT102 terminal, Ronnie, they store those for me. I have this massive storage unit called eBay. If ever I want to get my toys out of storage, I just go to eBay, and that's where they are.
There you go. So you add a source, and then you can say PSK Reporter.
Yeah, I agree, Frank.
So now I'm only going to get data from PSK Reporter for North American spotters. And then save that.
Bless their hearts using a signal link.
And then see, that resets that that condition where it was fussing. You can also pause a given spot.
Jason's saying that he can hear them at 512 hertz. What band, Jason? John, have you been in my storage unit? Gusts of 37 knots today, rain, sleet, slightly below freezing, so pretty much miserable to be outdoors. Yes.
37
knots. They have
knots.
Diesel heaters.
That's like 45, 48 miles an hour.
Okay. Jason's hearing them on 40 meters right now.
All right, let me add my radio back to the screen, but I ain't. Share window.
I'm surprised no one's made an SX64 clone, like using a modern TFT flat screen. That would be nice. Because lightweight, instead of luggable, it would be like, it wouldn't be hard for them to make a Commodore 64 compatible laptop. Even if it was thick enough to include a cartridge port, I'd still think it would be small compared to the SX64.
Hey, Glenn. Good day, sir. Good day.
Good day.
Good eye, Mike. Actually, you don't need to do Slice Master, Don, and I don't care nearly enough. I've played with it. I've never really utilized it. I know how to do it. I taught myself how to do it about a month or two ago, but they're probably all on the boat hammered right now, John.
Wouldn't you be? Is there an echo in here?
Hang on. I had a real comment.
Go ahead. 500 to N1EK.
See, I ain't got them.
So if you look at the splatter around 500, that would, in my mind, that would be them sending multiple responses at once, which is the beauty of Fox and Hound mode.
Right, and I should be able to hear them.
Which is why that looks weird.
But, oh.
There it is. Now we're transmitting.
I think that may be exactly what that is, Steve, but I still have to see them to transmit. And I would think that if I was receiving them very well, I would see multiple 3YOKs pop up in a row.
Yeah, we just don't have enough experience with this because it's only used for de-expeditions like once every two or 3 years.
Yeah, and then this de-expedition was probably the last time we screwed with this.
Yeah.
If I had to
I don't even think we tried. I think we did Fox and Hound on our own. when it
We
first
might
came
have.
out.
Yeah.
But I don't think we ever tried a de-expedition contact before this de-expedition. It just keeps saying ham.
Yeah, because I started to type on it. Notice how
Yes, she
everything
does,
died?
Jeff, and she approves.
Boop.
Oh, here's another vote for Grid Tracker. Well, now I have a big enough screen. I might actually be able to use Grid Tracker. I'm using a 34-inch widescreen.
I mean, did you notice how this all went dark? I mean, there's like
Yeah.
nobody transmitting now. Well, there they are. They're back.
I was going to say, they're probably changing bands fast enough that nobody can keep up. John, I do live in an RV. You remember that, don't you? And technically, I have two 34s. I've got this one and this one.
Let's see if we.
And our friend Paul,
let's
the
see if we
Southern
can
Ham,
get
is
them
saying
on.
they're both on 40 and 80.
Well, we can go back to 80.
Jeff, there are no rivers in Arizona. They're just,
That's
we call them washes. They're just dirt.
there's the Rio Salada and the Colorado.
Yes, that was a joke. It's okay.
I used to live there too.
Frank, I think your ears are specifically tuned to the train horn. And yes, it is loud.
Frank, get on Facebook and look in their group and see if they have any new wisdom about when they might actually be transmitting, or if I'm just deaf as a post here. Because I don't know. Alexa, turn Kenwood on. I'm going to change radios. So let's stop that.
Don't sleep in the wash. That's where all the snakes are.
Move that.
And that is definitely Union Pacific.
Bring that up.
Apparently, the Union Pacific, the Amtrak passenger train stops in my town, and I can ride it all the way to Florida. I don't know much about train travel because they don't make it easy. So if you go onto like a typical airline site and you want to get from here to there, and you have to go somewhere in the middle, the airline site will route you the 3 legs that you need of the journey. If you go on Amtrak site, last time I looked, if I need to go from the east-west line to the north-south line to get from like Benson, Arizona to Minnesota, there's a station there, but the system doesn't know how to make the intersection connection. Last time I looked. Nothing recent on the Facebook page, Jim.
Okay. Oh, that's the wrong computer. Go away. This one. And then I don't think I have 80 in here.
Jeff, I would love to be a hobo. That would be awesome.
Settings.
And which WSJT-X version is that? 'Cause you have a bigger left side window.
This is 2.71 develop. But you can resize that window. 3567.
It's good enough for me.
Which keyboard am I on here? Which window am I on?
Oh, that was a different horn. Glenn's asking, does a train horn go all night? All day and all night, yes. But you get used to it very quickly and just learn how to sleep through it. Doesn't bother me at all. I actually enjoy the sound, though. There are some people that really get tweaked by it. And then the town can pay more to silence the horn, but this town hasn't paid that. Because you'll go to some towns and you see the trains go through all day long, but you can't hear it. This is a very busy town for trains. Jim's adding the Fox and Hound frequencies back to his Kenwood radio station.
Yeah, for 80 and 40. I didn't have them added in. Well, I said I did. There they are. Oh, I don't have a comment on them. That's why they're not showing up. Okay. And I really don't think this is going to work at all, but
I was going to say, so what's the exercise here? Why did we change radios?
Just see if we hear anything different.
Well, the antenna is on this one.
This is a DX Commander Rapide, which is not really made for 80 meters.
So we're trying to do this on a different, lower powered radio with a different, still quarter wave vertical, still running a tuner.
That's what I got.
Okay. No,
You sounded kind of judgy. I'm just saying, you sounded kind of judgy.
I am a ham. I do have a license.
That's true.
It's in the fine print on the backside of the card.
All right, let's get this thing into hound mode because he's not. And advanced, special, hound, okay.
Fox and Hound is killing DXpeditions, right?
3Y0K.
Yes, it's a license to judge.
And see, I don't see anything at all on this one. But again, this antenna is really not an 80 meter antenna.
Does the Rapide do 40? Does the Rapide do 40?
The Rapide do 40. I'm not following you.
You said you're running the DX Commander Rapide antenna.
Oh,
Does it do
Rapide.
40? Yeah, those two words are extremely similar.
I don't even know if it does 40. I don't think so. I think you can tune it. It's not perfect.
Right.
See, this I mostly use this for POTA hunting or something. It says I have an amp on this. I can give it the beans, but
You have 2 amps now?
yeah, I got this Mercury 3S.
Oh, I don't remember the Mercury. We haven't talked about it much.
No, and I didn't do a video on it because it's an amp. It makes more power. I think I did do a
Everything's
video
a video, Jim.
Don saw the video because I sent it to him because I blued it up. I
I had to
be like
repeatedly
T.O.
repeat it, Jody.
I wanted to be like T.O. when I grew up and blow up amps.
I blow up all kinds of stuff.
See, same thing. I'm not really hearing nothing here.
All right, Jim, we are out of runway.
Oh, thank the Lord.
So what do you think? What did we miss? What should we do next time? Are they still going to be trying on the island next week?
I think it's 2 a.m. Walker's exactly right. We talked about the time difference. Walker didn't even think about it. It's dark 100. They're probably sleeping, or hammered and sleeping. I think we should try Grid Tracker. I mean, the people demand Grid Tracker.
Okay.
That's a thought. I'd love to see them. Even if I can't get them, I'd love to see that I'm actually receiving them. And, the DX Commander Classic, I don't have the inverted L on for 80 meters. The closest thing I have to an official 80 meter antenna right now is the HFO10. If I can get it set up, it's actually going on the Flex to test. So, weather permitting, I'll get that thing plugged in this week or over the weekend, and I'll have it hooked to the Flex on Monday night, officially with the 80 meter coil. And Doc, thank you for the super chat. I
Doc,
appreciate
thank
that.
you. Smokes more than finals.
That's right.
Smoke some Newports.
So we could try that next week. We can do Grid Tracker, and maybe I'll have an aha moment because it just annoys me. And I have a bug in here.
John says next week we should do something interesting and fun. John, were you not entertained? I seem to have seen you laughing a couple of times.
And Jody
thank
just
you for
dropped
the
a
super sticker.
Sticker. Thank you, Jody. All right.
So they're showing up. People are saying they're working them. So somebody's awake over there.
But if you look at the frequencies, let's pull it up. So if you look at the frequencies, that what I've noticed is they're not, those frequencies that say they're Bouvet are not the frequencies that are published in the Bouvet list, which makes me think they're bogus.
Yeah, they need to be one of these guys.
So let's go.
So you'll see them on like 7074, which is the FT8 frequency. And if only this wasn't a freaking image and was actually a table in HTML.
Let's see, 3568. So that might be them. 3567. These look like valid contacts, but I'm a good ways away from Europe. So, and you see nothing over here to the United States. So let's look at 40. And guys, that's how I'm deciding if they're even valid, because if the frequency's wrong, then let's see, 7090, 11 minutes, 40 minutes, 39 minutes, but not a lot of contacts even showing up. And that's in the last hour. So we'll go back 2 hours. Still, nobody hears them. I think that's what
Jody,
I'm saying is nobody's hearing them.
Jody, those OMs could very easily take the entire website and paste the link into ChatGPT and say, please update this to 2026 for me.
Oh, I thought I was sharing that. I'm sorry.
No, you weren't.
I'm moving the mouse around, pointing out stuff to you people, and you're not even watching it. Okay.
There you go. It's on the screen.
Thank you. I'm going to plus that up over our faces. They've seen enough of us for the last hour.
Oh, no.
So here's 40 meters, and if you look down in the lower left corner there, you can see the frequency, and those are 7090. So I think these are valid contacts. But this is 2 hours, and there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 15 contacts worldwide in the last 2 hours.
Last 10 minutes is the most recent I see.
Yeah, let's go to 15 minutes. 3. So nobody's hearing them. And that's on 40. And if we go to 80, 15 minutes, Europe, which kind of rules me out.
Vidi5 is saying choose all bands.
Okay.
Yeah, Frank, they got it wrong too.
Pretty terrible. That's
3
all
minutes
bands,
in
15
Japan.
minutes. Yeah.
What band is that?
That's on
30 meters.
30. But what's the official 30 meter frequency?
Let's see what it says. Actually, I can just share it out because it's still there. Oh, I got to remove yours and then add that. Sorry. Official 30 meter frequency, 10.131.
Yep. Bogus. That's on 10.133.
Yeah. It's not your fault, Jim. It's StreamYard's fault.
So
these are spots sent by 3YOK.
Yeah. People received them. So, I mean, there's just not a lot getting out. And then, as somebody pointed out, it's dark 30 anyway.
Yeah, but they're supposedly awake. StreamYard weirdness. We're back. Ready for the Irish goodbye, Jim?
Do it. I need a soda and a cigarette.
Thanks for watching, everybody. Check out the temporarylyoffline.com so you can get your old radio onto digital modes and play FT8 and try to fake that you are 3YOK. We'll see you in the next
Ham Church Back Pew Crew stickers coming within the next 2 weeks. Keep your eyes open.
Nice.